Today, I would like, hello class. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the strength in business networking, particularly the networking in small businesses, because we know that in today's society, that strength comes in numbers. And so we are looking at 3 points that I want to bring to show why it is very important, almost essential, that we might be able to network and become a healthier community in in the business world. The first topic that I want to look at is combined dollars. If we combine our dollars in the small networking uh, of businesses, then I believe that this situation will allow us to look towards. Uh, Now I'm sharing dollars that you would spend with me, and I spend dollars with you, and this money continues to go into a cycle. Instead of taking money, giving it to places like Walmart and Target, if it was in retail. Particularly, my business is in the health and beauty world, and so I tend to my distributors and places people that I deal with. I make sure that I deal with them, and they spend money with me. So in turns, it builds up our wealth, and it builds up our commerce and our equity inside of our business. Um, Combined dollars has always been a plus in investments because when you have more money, you can do more, you can spend more, and so therefore, if I'm already have a business that I'm already networking with, then and they have earned their trust, then when the time comes that I need to have a meeting to be able to call and ask if I could borrow money, then they know that their money is already going to come in because of the business that we've already done in the past. So combined dollars is a very good strength to have in networking with small businesses. Each small business coming together as one and being able to look at doing bigger business on a whole. So those that's a very important fact. And two, the looking at how we can share resources and how we can share information. This right here is very crucial, and I commend anybody that this right here does work. It is actually it benefits more so for everyone, but so much for the small business leaders because when you're sharing resources, I mean, there's some business out there that have just um, fell upon different uh, people who are able to sow into their business. And so therefore, with this in mind, we begin to look at how these resources are being shared upon one business to the next. And so it helps each business to be able to progress and move forward. The information, the data that is being shared, because this is also costs a lot of money. Sometimes it costs a lot of time and research. So when you begin to look towards how you can build a bigger business as a small business leader, then sharing resources and information, it also begins to help because it saves dollars. We know that when you save, this makes a dollar. Sharing information also gives us a better understanding because we know in today's technology in the world that as soon as information becomes relevant to us, then it almost becomes obsolete because the world is so fast and so moving and lightning speed. It begins to get information that becomes outdated. People already making products that are supposed to be the next thing, the next best thing, and when the new thing hasn't even fully hit the shelves yet. So it is very important that we be able to share information, share resources, and be able to find out what is going on with our competitors, what's going on across seas and commerce and the macroeconomics, the microeconomics is very, very crucial. I commend anybody. This is what has to happen to be successful. Now, you can just be any old Joe Blow in business, but to be successful, I believe that every individual have to be able to have some type of networking system that they'll be able to get information in at any given time. And this is doing by sharing a shared networking system. It's not enough to just do the media marketing and the strategies of today that we have. It's very crucial that you have people that are on your side that's also have their own thing going, their own business going, and they'll be able to make sure that everyone is up to date and up to speed, almost like team players. How many team players do we have today in the business world? The last topic or point that I want to make today is when we're talking about the power of networking in business is to be able to strengthen our community. And when we strengthen our community as in business leaders that are networking, then people begin to look and see these small businesses. They raise up and they begin to help one another, because every business in our community, we can see how some are being held up by maybe this culture of people, or maybe by this group of people, religious group, or so on and so forth. But when we look at everybody coming together as a community, as a whole, these different groups that begin to share and begin to combine dollars, and then on the whole, on the on a basic whole scale, then you see that the whole community is strengthened, and people begin to pull from other places, other communities, other even states. I mean, it can go on from people from doing business from online and doing media searches, websites, or whatever. But when they see a strong community that's willing to invest dollars within their own selves, and the people will not go out outside their community, but they want to spend dollars right here in their own community, then I believe that makes for a stronger community. Business leaders of today and world, listen carefully and closely. That when we look at the power and the intensity of how we share inside of a networking system, we have to make sure, in conclusion, that first of all, that we have dollars to be able to put towards one another and share these dollars among ourselves. These dollars that are shared will actually allow us to be able to open up doors that people might want to share with us dollars, and then they'll be able to share information. They'll be able to share their information, their data, their technology, even certain hard materials, raw materials, whatever they might have access to. But it is all a plug, I might call, to be able to win in business, to be successful. And who doesn't want to win in business? And the last, like I said in conclusion, that in the strength of a community, it comes in unity, comes in the unification of numbers, and how we look towards how we can be strong as a individual business by having other supporting businesses, just being able to say, well, this is where I get all of my raw material from. This is who supports me in my distributors. These are the clients that support me, that are on contract and continually come back. In fact, they do direct deposits, and they do things that make sure that their business is continuing on. So in closing, I just wanted to commend everybody again that there is a power in networking. There is a power in unification, in sharing technology, and sharing information, and combining dollars, and making a strong community. It's very important. Like I said, I commend you. Please make sure that in getting all the information that you can to be able to move forward in the business, that you make sure that you have a supporting cast. Thank you. I appreciate your time.